നമുക്കിനിയും സെന്റ് തെരേസാസ് കോളേജിലേക്ക് പോകണം. അവിടെ രാഹുൽ ഗാന്ധി വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളുമായി സംവദിക്കുന്നു തത്സമയം.
Will be having their own perspectives and life principles. So, would you like to share yours?
Yeah. I think obviously in an election you're looking for a majority viewpoint, right? And in finding that majority viewpoint, that's a conversation, right? If I want to find out what is the majority viewpoint here, I have to start talking to people. I have to listen to what people say. And in finding that viewpoint, I can follow a principled position or I can follow an unprincipled position. I can do both. I can cheat you, right? I can cheat you and I can come here and I can say 3 things that you want to hear. You might vote for me and then the next time when I got to come, then I'm in trouble, right? So what principles give you is consistency and credibility. So you might sneak away with one election, you might cheat people once, but in the end people are intelligent. You got to give them that. And eventually they'll figure out what the person is trying to do. If you're, in Hindi they say niyat, if your intention is genuine, right? You will broadly follow genuine principles. If your intention is to cheat people, then you will broadly follow principles that cheat people. And then I think you can tell when someone genuine comes to me, I might make a mistake once. I'm unlikely to make a mistake twice or 3 times or 4 times. So I think that applies to politics as well. I also I don't find it interesting to do politics without principles. It's not interesting for me. So frankly, I wouldn't do it any other way. There might be a cost to it. I'm ready to bear that cost. I learn from these principles. I find these principles help me in my work. So that would be the answer.
Thank you, sir, for the answer.
Tell me a bit about yourself.
I am Rosna Johnson and I am doing first year BA Economics degree here.
So the boss of the college said that we are trying to empower women.
Yeah, true.
Do you think you're empowered?
Getting empowered.
And what does that process involve?
Like if I would like to tell, I could tell I'm in the stages because right now I'm running an online business which helped me to reach the final position.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so as a young lady, how do you know when you step into society that you're empowered? Like I would say to you, well, you face something that I never face, right?
Yeah.
I can get up in the morning, I can get up at night, I can walk on any street, I can go into risky places. I don't have a problem. As a girl, you can't do that.
Yeah, true.
Right? So there are many places at night you can't go alone. So are you empowered?
No.
So what are the minimum things you require as a woman for empowerment?
We also need a society who support it. As if you talked about walking alone in the streets at night, if we are ready to do, but we need a society who supports that and makes our mentally fit, like gives us a thought that it's always safe and all, but we are damn sure it lacks here, especially in our country, it lacks.
So for example, as a man, I will never face that.
Yeah.
I will never walk into a situation where I am scared physically that someone might do something to me. It's just not something in my mindset, but all of you have that in common, right?
It's not even the case of nights. Even during the daytime, we face the same.
Yeah. So, can you be empowered if your society is not empowered?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
What do others
Sir,
think? Do you think you can be empowered if your society is not empowered? No? Okay. Do you think Mahatma Gandhi was empowered?
Yes,
do you think
sir.
he was?
Yeah.
Was Indian society empowered when Mahatma Gandhi was alive?
Yes.
Was it? We were run by the British,
Not fully. Yeah.
but British ruled us. And we had obviously a society that was not empowered because the British ruled us, Maharajas ruled us, We didn't rule ourselves. And then you have this man who suddenly in a completely unempowered society has gone and empowered himself completely. Would you disagree with that?
But people were his strength, sir.
Okay. So, suppose you put Mahatma Gandhi in a jail and he didn't see anybody, talk to anybody, would he still be empowered?
But his people will fight for him.
No, but suppose nobody was allowed to contact him. He was 15 years in jail. So in those days, he's sitting in the jail alone.
Then he wouldn't be.
Wouldn't he be? What do you think? No?
No.
Does everybody agree that he wouldn't be empowered? Yeah, give her.
I feel like empowerment is individually, like
Okay.
just because he's in jail, physically he's in jail, it doesn't mean that he mentally is not empowered.
Okay.
That's why he became the father of nation, because he had the strength in himself, he believed in himself. So physically, even if he's in jail, I feel like he'll be mentally empowered.
Okay.
Because obviously he showed it. After he came out, he did a lot of things. So that
Yeah.
means obviously he was empowered during that time he spent, he didn't let that bring him down. He
Right.
continued to fight.
But then, see, both of you are right. There must have been moments
yeah, there
when
must have
Mahatma
been
Gandhi inside couldn't
രാഹുൽ
deal with it
ഗാന്ധി
anymore.
സെന്റ് തെരേസസിലെ കുട്ടികളുമായി സംവദിക്കുകയായിരുന്നു. അവരുടെ ചോദ്യങ്ങൾക്ക് ഉത്തരം പറയുന്നു, ചോദ്യങ്ങൾ ചോദിക്കുന്നു.